Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, so let me go ahead and talk some housewives. There's so many updates. So we have Kim Zolciak. Kim Zolciak went on to Instagram, and y'all know she's being sued by another credit card company, or RHOA is. She's facing the foreclosure on the home. So it was a whole scheme and a scandal when Kim Zolciak Biermann went to Instagram and put up this photo talking about some "I'm so excited to be a grandma." And to me, it wasn't the clickbait title, but for me, it was the what do you call that? The little thing of the baby, like the ultrasound of the baby. The fact that you would put a picture of an ultrasound, a photograph of your daughter, and then the caption be, "I'm so excited to be a grandma." Hashtag link in the bio. When I saw link in the bio, I'm like, okay, she's being paid for this. So I went to the link, got a virus on my computer. It's nothing but her talking about, oh, one day I want to be a grandmother. So you try to make it seem like classic clickbait. Y'all say I be clickbaiting, but that is like clickbait. That's like the ultimate clickbait. That's like damn near lying. And to me, it wouldn't be so bad if she didn't put the ultrasound. It was the ultrasound photograph that's kind of like, okay, what? But I've noticed that Cynthia Bailey has been doing these too. Remember when she was getting that divorce from her husband? I forgot the man's name, Mike Hill. And, she put up this photograph onto her Instagram or Facebook, and it was a photograph of her and Peter. And she was like, "I'm returning to my first love," or "I'm returning to what I love." And we were like, what the hell is she going back to Peter? And it's like this blog Celeb Buzz, this rundown blog that nobody reads anymore, Celeb Buzz, that I guess is paying these celebrities, these housewives, to like create these clickbait titles in order for their fans to click on it. And I guess every time somebody clicks on it, they get paid, okay? A pay per view, a pay per click, or something to that effect, right? So Cynthia was doing it, had us thinking that she was possibly going back with Peter Thomas. Kim Zolciak is doing it, got us thinking that Brielle Biermann might be pregnant and whatnot. And it's just a complete hot damn mess. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. I think they had another police video come out, body cam video come out of some sort of a domestic dispute. Another credit card company is suing. They have a lot going on. And so listen, hopefully they can get it together. I will be tuning into her show. I think The Surreal Life. Whenever it comes out, because apparently she's also dating Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, which is really interesting. I don't know if it was just for TV, just for the reality TV show cameras, or if that's a real thing. So I want to check that out. I also want to see if she talks about her life, post Housewives and what she's going through financially in the marriage. We'll see if she'll be honest, because we know that she was not honest at the dinner table when she had that scene with Lisa Wu Hartwell, Sheree Whitfield, and Deshaun Snow. All right, so moving on to some current ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sanya Richards-Ross. She went onto Instagram a few days back and basically let it be known that she might be doing her own show, which means that she would have to leave the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, maybe we'll do our own show. I would love that.
Really?
Hmm?
What's your guys doing?
But the thing is, anyways, we'll talk about that another time.
We've lost so many great housewives. I mean, I know y'all hate Claudia, but she was pretty entertaining. I know some people didn't see it for Shamari, but Shamari definitely deserved more. There were so many ladies on the show. Tanya, I felt like we needed more Tanya. It's so many girls who I felt like were great for the show and just kind of fell off the face of the planet. And so I don't want that to be the same for Miss Sanya Richards-Ross. Speaking of contracts and things like that, I did get a random DM. And I don't know how true this is. I don't necessarily believe it. But do y'all know a lady by the name of Beauty J? Beauty J, okay? Apparently, she's a hairstylist. She sells bundles. I think she's a real estate agent. And former reality TV star. She was on a TV show with, it was Maya Slay? Slane? Maya somebody. I know Maya was friends with Lanithia Leaks at one point in time, but Maya was the star of a show called Cutting It in the ATL. It was Maya, and it was like, I think this African lady, I can't remember her name, and then it was Beauty J, I think, and then some other girls. Anyways, they were salon owners or They sold hair, or they were all in the hair industry, right? And they had a show, I believe it was on WeTV. And somebody randomly went into my DM and said that Beauty J is in negotiations and that Nene was made an offer and that Portia was also made an offer. Then they said my cousin works in production. I don't know if this is true, T, because they say my cousin Beauty J is in negotiations. So they're saying that Beauty J is their cousin. Now, I went to their page and Beauty J, they follow Beauty J, but Beauty J don't follow them. So it's like, But then they also say my cousin works in production. So your cousin is Beauty J and your cousin works in production? Then I say, what area of production does your cousin work in? Because they're also making these other claims like Nene was made an offer, Portia was made an offer, and I just don't believe that. I said, what area of production does your cousin work in? Casting, post, crew? Do they work for the network, NBC Universal? Who signs their checks? Is it Truly or is it NBC? He said crew, but his best friend is a guy named Eric who was overcasting. But this man is saying Beauty J, Portia, and Nene. Listen, if Nene comes back, I think that would be amazing. I don't believe it's going to happen, but I feel like that would be fabulous. A lot of people think that I hate Nene. I don't hate Nene. I'm just a realist, and I feel like I tell the truth about Nene. I'm not blinded by the fact that it is the house that she built. I'm not blinded by the fact that she is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all let y'all's fandom blind you from the truth of the situation. And the truth is that she called the boss man racist. She filed a lawsuit. She was so publicly against them. She boycotted the network. To me, it's not even about the racist thing. It's not even the fact that she filed a lawsuit because Vicky filed a lawsuit. It's the fact that you were participating in an effort to literally take down the television network. You sent fans a petition to boycott the network. You single-handedly tried to take them down. That's worse than calling Andy a racist, in my opinion. You actively tried to go against us. Imagine if Candy went onto Instagram today and said, I want my fans not to tune in this upcoming Sunday to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do you think that she'll have a contract next season? If you are actively telling people not to watch the show, you think that they're going to want to have you back? You're too emotional. You're a liability. We can't have you back on this network. So they can do all the following and unfollowing that they want to. And y'all can DM me talking about Nene has a contract. Listen, if Nene has a contract, amazing. I just don't see it. Okay, I'll believe it when I see it. I will eat crow like Wendy Williams if it happens. All right, let's see. What else do I want to talk about? So, Portia and Simon are celebrating. So, speaking of Portia, this DM said that Portia got a contract. That's more believable than Nene and Beauty J, but you know. Portia and Simon are celebrating their 1-year anniversary. It's so interesting because I remember a lot of people said that they weren't even going to make it down the aisle. I remember a lot of people said that they weren't going to even make it down the aisle, that they weren't going to really get married, that they weren't going to make it to 1 year, that Simon wanted the fame and that Portia wanted the money. And listen, maybe that's the case. Marriages should be mutually beneficial. You should get something out of the marriage, because if not, what is the point of being married? You don't marry for love. You marry for stability. You marry for practicality. You marry because this person is offering you a life, right? Or offering you a step to the sort of life that you want to live. And that's not always money. They're still together. They're still together. They're still together. And hopefully we can see their relationship, their marriage play out on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know how y'all feel about that situation in the comments down below. Now, Karen, okay, speaking of the Housewives, let's go ahead and go up to Potomac. Karen says that Nneka is coming on too strong. She's saying that Mia threw her husband under the bus. She would have stuck by her man through his financial challenges, because the only reason why Nneka is calling you a boss is because of Gordon, because Gordon gave you the opportunity to, you know, be a boss. But girl, okay, as soon as your man go through something like, you left. And I just kind of feel like that's disgusting in my personal opinion. Like, you can get with somebody for money, but at the end of the day, the man is like 70. He's the father of your children. Like, have some couth, have some class a little bit. Like, I think it's ridiculous. Anyways, so listen, check this clip out.
You have to pick a side. Are you team Wendy in the latest situation, or are you team NECA?
That's her because she knows Wendy.
Angela.
Listen, okay. It is very hard, but I'll say this. Okay. And I'm not Switzerland. I am the fence. They all ride me. And eventually they'll probably ride me for this one, too.
Okay.
I would say I'm for Team RHOP. And that means they got to get it together. I want the girls to have a good time. But they're going through it right now. Yeah. So, but I have known Wendy the longest. Yeah. And I like NECA, but she's coming in too strong.
Okay.
She's coming in a little strong.
I will say that I feel like, and you tell me if I'm wrong, that once you come on the show and you're a new person, you kind of have to come with a impact, right?
Well, you look at that, and I understand it, and I let it all roll off my back. But, you know, you see that she starts out with Wendy, but she moves on for my title.
Yep.
Wishful thinking.
So what advice would you give to, say, Mia, with everything that her husband, I guess maybe not her husband anymore, but
estranged husband,
has been going through? Because you guys had financial issues.
We
did.
You
really had to weather that storm. So what advice would you give?
Listen, my advice that I could give Mia would not apply to Mia. Okay, because I was soldiering for Ray when he went through. Okay. So Mia, on the other hand, threw Gordon under the bus at the reunion and said embezzlement.
What advice would you give Robin and Juan? Because you've been married for...
What advice would I give Robin and Juan? Just be real.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Yeah, she also threw in there that Juan and Robin need to keep it real and stuff like that. She went on to she co-hosted Way Up with Angela Yee and the Jasmine brand. So that was really interesting. So yes, it's a lot going on in the Housewives universe. Y'all want to talk about Mary Cosby and her son, Robert Jr. He was arrested for DUI and also charged with giving cops a fake ID after an alleged attempted break-in. He's also all over Instagram with like Xannies and pills and ecstasy and what's that stuff, that psychedelic drug that you put on your tongue? Yeah. He's all over Instagram. He's living in Mary's home with the girlfriend or the wife. He has a wife, but living in Mary's home. Mary doesn't know that they're doing drugs under her roof. Or maybe she does know and she doesn't care. And I feel like this would be a great storyline, but instead of seeing this, instead of exploring Mary's fucked up family life, we are seeing Mary consistently chastise Whitney for no reason. Like, why? To me, I feel like Mary is funny. I feel like Mary is amusing. I feel like Mary is interesting to watch. But I feel like oftentimes it comes across as way too mean girl, way too mean, way too ridiculous. Her appearances onto the show have no substance. It doesn't move along the storylines. She's strictly there to be a jester, and it's not comedic relief. I feel like Heather Gay's comedy actually coincides with the storylines, and so it moves the story along. I feel like Mary contributes nothing to the actual stories being told on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. But if we were to follow this, and how the son is a druggie, and how the son is out of his goddamn mind, and how the son is mooching off his mama, where is the father? Why is the father always out of town? And why is Mary okay with that? Okay, let's explore that. Let's explore the druggy son, and let's explore the relationship between Mary and her grandfather / husband, who she's not attracted to. Let's talk about the fact that she probably only had sexual relations with her grandfather, her step-grandfather, to have an heir to the throne. But turns to find out he probably won't inherit the throne because he's too busy getting high with his girlfriend in Mary's home. I kind of feel like Mary is probably enabling the situation, but listen, that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.